Welcome back to Holly's, everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to make this cute little candle holder with things that I found at the dollar store and some things that I already have at the house. I also have a great tutorial on how to make gift bows if you'd like to check that out next. They are here as well in this image. But anyway, let's get started with our candle holder. I found these cute little Let It Snow napkins for $1 at the dollar store. And I found this ribbon as well. And I probably won't use both of them, of course, but I couldn't decide which one that I liked better. So I got both of them. And I'm sure I'll use the other one later on at some point for another project. So first what we want to do is go ahead and cut out this front part here on the napkin that we're going to use. And I'm just going to get my scissors and cut that out really fast. Once we get this cut out, I'm just going to separate the two layers of the napkin from each other. We just want to use the single layer, and you want to do it very carefully so that you don't tear it. This one is coming apart pretty easy. My old jar that I had pickles in, and I believe it's going to be the right size for this napkin. I was just eyeballing it at the store, but I think it's going to work. I think it's just the right size. It is just the right size. We're going to make it work for it. Trying to decide how I want it to sit on there and if I want to have that on there or not, but I think it's going to look good. There's still some sticky left from the label where I scrubbed it off, and it's actually helping to hold my napkin in place while I decide where I want it at. It's okay if there's a little bit left on there. It won't make any difference once it's finished. And I'm just going to put a layer of the glue on, and it's just Elmer's glue with a little bit of water in it, and I'm using a regular brush and just brushing it on. And you want to be really careful when you put it down. It does tear very easy, and I did tear the first one and had to start over. So just be really careful when you're putting it down. It's okay if it gets a couple of little holes in it, because the second round also got a couple of little holes in it, but they weren't as bad as the first one, so I just let them go. And I found that just patting it is better than sliding across it. It doesn't tear as easy that way, and seems to be holding on pretty well. So you just do that all the way around. And I'm going to do the bottom here because I didn't get enough glue on there. So I'm just going to do a little strip here along the bottom edge just to make sure that it sticks. And I just carefully fold that back down and just pat it. Just keep doing that until we get the whole thing down. That's going to work really good. Now we have to do the other side of it, and I'm going to have to get another napkin out. I don't think I want to do the white. I'm going to do another of the red let it snow side of the napkin. And I'm just going to do the same thing again. We're going to pull those apart, cut it out. This one is really hard to get off. It doesn't want to come apart. I got it. All right, so we're just going to put that on the same way we did the other one, but we want to line the edges, so don't push it down right away. You want to make sure that you got your edge in the spot that you want it before you push it down too much, because if it overlaps too much, then you might lose something that you wanted to keep. So I'm just going to reposition it very carefully so that I can get the edges a little bit closer. And this one's going down a lot quicker than the first one. So just pat it all down. And we're just going to cut the extra off of it very carefully, because this will tear. It's wet now, so it will tear very easy. So you don't want to pull it, just try to lightly cut it with your scissors. See, it tore right there, but it'll be okay. We're just going to put it back on. And I'm going to add some glue to that. Just make sure it gets a good adhesion on there. And we're going to cut off the bottom part of it. We don't need all that extra. And nobody's going to notice that we cut off the bottom part of the letters. It's going to be on the table or mantle or wherever you decide to put it at. So nobody's going to notice that bottom part. It'll just fade into the distance. And I decided that I like the top part to wrap around the rim, because I'm not going to be using the lid for it or anything. So I thought, we'll just wrap this around the top too, and it'll be a nice finished look. So you just work the glue on there and get it all nice and wet. And then once you get it wet, just start, guiding it downwards and rubbing your glue over it to get it nice and wet and glued down to the jar. I would like to put a good amount of glue right here just to make sure it stays down. I'm going to try to pick it up and do the bottom here. I probably should have done that before I did the top, but oh well. And I don't want this glue on here at the bottom. I don't want it to stick, so let's wipe that off really quick. And now we just have to let that dry completely. And once it's completely dry, we can finish the rest of the project. All right, it's dry. And I have these cute little mirrors that I got a while back, I think at Walmart. And they're extra from another project that I had. And this is the perfect size to fit right inside of this jar. And what I'm doing this for is to increase the light coming out of the jar. So when I put a tea light into it, it'll make it brighter. And see, there it is, right at the bottom. And it's sticky on the back too. So it sticks right down to the bottom of the jar and it doesn't move. I knew I was going to find something to use those for. So I decided to use this lace. And I'm just going to make a pretty bow to go around the top of it like that. And so it's kind of thick ribbon, so I'm gonna fold it in half on itself, and I'm gonna twist it up a little bit. And then we're just gonna run it right along the top of the jar like this. And we're gonna make a pretty bow. And I think I want it to go this way actually. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it around this direction. And I'm gonna go ahead and just tie it into a bow. So I'm gonna just tie it on, and I'm gonna straighten out the ends so that they're not all squished up. And just go ahead and push this towards the back, and just go ahead and position it how you want it to look real quick before you tie it. And take your other one and loop it through. If I can get this to come out of here. There we go. I got it. Okay, now we just want to fluff it out. And this is the ribbon that has the wire on it, so it's really nice to get it positioned the way you want. And I'm just going to open it up and stick my fingers in there and fluff it out. It really holds its position once you put it where you want it. I really like that. There, it looks so pretty and so easy. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Thank you for subscribing. Bye.